What's up, PUBG Mobile fans? This is Browie back again with another video, and in this video I'm playing solo versus duos. I've had a few videos like this because, guys, I love playing solo versus duos. I really feel like it helps me get better as a PUBG player. Going against two people instead of just one makes me think a little bit more on my feet, because typically if I'm just playing against solos, I take out a guy and then that's it. I don't really have to worry about anything else. So as you can see, I'm dropping here at school, and surprisingly, even though the plane drop was really close to it, I've got no company whatsoever. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit with this looting spree and get to some action here. I've pretty much looted up most of the school by now, and right about here is when I start hearing some footsteps. I'm looting up the basketball court. I see footsteps on the map and I can hear them. And initially I'm checking the windows because I can't quite tell exactly where it's at, but I know he's on the same level as me. And it sounds like it's just a bot. So I start heading over to the other side of the building, and when I turn the corner, there's a guy in here. I don't think bots go inside of the school. I've seen them in the courtyard, but I don't really remember seeing them inside of the school. So I'm pretty sure that was just a real player that maybe hasn't played this game very often, because he was sure walking kind of slow and didn't notice me coming around the corner, but that's alright. So I've pretty much finished the school. Head over to the swimming pool, and there's shots nearby, but they're kind of far away, so I just continue to loot up. I have the DP28, good gun, don't get me wrong, but if I can find an M4 or M16 somewhere, then I'm gonna for sure pick that up. I'd even take an AKM probably over the DP28, especially against duos. If I knock a guy down and have to use up quite a few clips, I want to get that quick reload, and that DP28 just really takes forever. If I'm playing with a squad or another duo partner, I don't mind, because I know he'll have my back. So basically right now I'm just gonna loot up, and we'll skip ahead a little bit to get to a little bit more action here right now. Earlier in the match I had heard some firing going on over at the apartments, and as I get to the second apartment and looting up, I noticed that some of the doors were open, so I know they were around, and I start hearing some footsteps right now. So I'm gonna get to the top, that door that's open. Not really sure exactly where he's at, so I race to the roof just to double check that he's not on the roof, and I hear him start basically chasing me. I'm kind of listening, and he's coming up to get me, so there he is. Now I knocked him out. I know he's got a buddy. Shut the door, wait to see where he goes, try and listen for other footsteps. It appears he's going to try and jump down or crawl down. I don't know if he could have made it through over there, but I got rid of him real quick. And I start to hear the guy running around again, because right now I'm just kind of listening. I don't want to walk around and make too much noise. There's some gunfire over back by the school, and then I see his buddy come running out. So there's a duo down, 3 kills. Still pretty early in the game. There is only 57 people left, but still pretty early. All I've been at is school and the apartments, and this guy's got a Car 98, and for sure I'm going to take that. So I'm going to rock an ump and a Car 98 for now. Don't have any good scopes. He did have a 3x scope, so I'm for sure going to take that. I'd rather have a 3x on my AR or my ump right now, but I'm just going to have to take that 3x and hold on to it, and hopefully I can find a better scope later on. So I'm moving ahead to here a little bit, and I killed 2 more bots. One of them had a Scar L, so that's nice. A little bit better in my opinion, instead of the UMP. Each to their own, I suppose. I heard some grenades over here by Rossock, and as I'm running up the hill, there's going to be a car that's taken off, so I'm kind of chasing the car. Maybe I can get a quick shot off on him. And he's right over the hill over here. He must have taken it from the garage. And I think that's his buddy. Or he was fighting that guy, because I knock him down and that car rolls up and stops. Yep, pretty sure that was his buddy telling him to come pick him up. Here comes his buddy. And take out that duo right there. So they had one guy on the hill kind of looking around. His buddy was getting the car and they were going to probably take off somewhere, but I intercepted their plan. So I'm going to loot these guys up, see what they got. I got my 3X on my Scar L right now. Got a nice 4X for my Car 98. And that's probably all I really need for myself. I'm good with the 4X on a Car 98. I mean, I think most of us would like to have a 6X or an 8X, but a 4X will do, especially on Erangel. If I'm on Miramar, an 8X would be really useful. There's a bot running around in the field. I'll run down the hill and take him out real quick. Let's see what he's got for me. I've got plenty of 5.56. I got plenty of 7.62. So I'm basically good for the game, but you never know what they'll have. Maybe there'll be a suppressor when another bot shows up. Take him out real quick. The drop is really close to me, so I decided to run over and grab that vehicle that the duo was going to take off in and chase the drop. Anytime I'm playing solo versus duos and there's a drop nearby, I'll definitely go after it. Sometimes somebody beats me there and I'm able to get to a hill and take out the duo, and sometimes I'm able to get the drop myself. I'm playing pretty aggressive. I'm not really going for rank in duos right now. Mostly just trying to get better at gunfighting skills. So as I head up this hill, I'm in the red zone, which is not a very good situation for myself, but I'll take the risk. Like I said, it's not too terribly important to me that I rank up, but we'll see what this has. Well, I got level 3 armor and I have an AUG, so I'm going to switch out the AUG from that Scar L. I like the AUG a little bit better than the Scar L. Sometimes I would probably rather prefer the M4 or the M16 than the AUG. I feel like the AUG has a little bit more recoil, but it's still a really good gun. So I'm in the red zone, and the blue is making its way to change, so I'm just going to hook up in this house and check the drop. You never know if someone's going to come to the drop later after me, especially since it just dropped. Some people might be just getting there. Oh, there's a bot. Take him out. Now I'm just kind of scanning the area, see if anybody drives by, basically. After watching the drop a little bit and then the circle moved to the north side of the map, I had to take off and ended up in this area, and there's people starting to walk around me as the circle is starting to close in. So I know they're to the west a little bit, but I can't quite see them. Getting closer, and there's some shots, suppressed shots fired. I know it's over to the southwest. Earlier I drove by a compound and I heard footsteps, so I'm thinking it's the guys trying to move in. There they are by a rock. Just knocked one. Didn't quite see it right away, but I believe there's buddies right by the rock. So I'm pretty sure they're behind the rock getting healed up. Thought maybe I'd be able to reach a grenade there. Scope in one more time before I throw it, and they're just peeking. So I knocked him out again. He must have got revived. So now I'm for sure they're both right there. Throw that molly. Throw a grenade. I'm sure they're panicking. And that grenade knocked one guy out. And there's the kills. Nice. So those guys are down. Got 12 kills. And I know there's people at that compound. Heard shots before. That car had rolled in, but I believe the two that I just got took him out. Only 7 people left. Just going to scan the area a little bit. Hopefully the zone sticks around where I'm at. That's always the hope when you are in a nice compound. So let's move ahead a little bit to get to the final circles. The zone moved in and I am collecting some loot from those guys, and they ended up having a 6x and an 8x scope. So now I'm pretty much set for these last 7 guys. I know there's people down at the compound. There's some shots fired. Scoping in with the 8x is really nice, especially with the Car 98. I have to head east a little bit. I'll use that hill. I've got some trees. Drop's right over there. I don't see anybody at the drop. Just waiting for someone to peek their head out that window, but nobody does. There's a guy right there. Can't quite reach him right from there, so they're having a little gunfight. There's a guy on the outside. He's dead. Now we're only down to 4 people left, and one guy's got an M249, so that guy kind of worries me because if I get in a gun battle with my AUG, he has plenty of rounds to take me out. Right now I'm just trying to get in the zone, use a rock. Checking to my right, and I see some movement by that rock, so I'll get out my 8x. Lean over, hopefully they don't see me. More gunfire at the compound. Since there's only 4 left, I'm assuming the guys at the compound are firing at these guys. So got a headshot. He must have had a level 3 helmet. Knocked him out. Falcon's down. Waiting for his buddy. He peeks a little. Got him. So that's 2 guys right there. 2 left. And there's firing. So now I know, since there's shots being fired and it's not at me, I know it's 1v1v1. So now it's basically just looking for anybody to take out, and I know I won't have to worry about his friend reviving him. Circle moved on me again. Getting a little unlucky with the circle, but that's okay. Since I took those 2 guys out, I know I can run left, and there's a little hill right there. So I'm pretty safe, especially since those 2 were firing at each other. And there he goes. The M249 guy takes him out. So now it's just me and him left. And looking at the map, you can see the compound is not in the circle. Even though I had to run a little bit, I do have these nice little hills. So the 8x is helping me out a little bit. Being able to see way over there. Just trying to find any movement and trying to stay behind this rock. If he has that M249, I'm not sure if he's got a scope on it or not. If I have that gun, I typically will just use a red dot, maybe a 2x, but I don't like having anything bigger than that on that gun. And my Car 98 was pretty loud, so he probably has a pretty good idea that I am over in this direction. He probably just doesn't know exactly. So there he goes running. Now he's pretty far away for that AUG. Now he sees me. I get one pretty good shot on him, but I know he knows exactly where I am at. So since he knows exactly where I'm at, I'm going to move, especially with these mounds here. He already moved. My guess is that Car 98 took quite a bit off of him, and he probably dipped behind that hill. I'm inside the zone. I'm really good position with all these mounds. So I'm just going to boost up. And sure enough, I have to move again on that zone. I've been getting kind of unlucky on these final few zones, but with these mounds, it kind of made it a little bit easier for this final end game. I think I saw movement right there on the tree. Yep, it must have been him throwing a smoke. Since he threw a smoke, I feel okay that I'm going to run into the zone real quick. And there he goes to the side, trying to get behind those walls, and took him out. He had a pretty good plan. Throw that smoke, get a little distraction, get behind those walls, and maybe he could duck and use the walls for cover. But I ended up seeing him as he ran by. I think what saved me was getting away from those mounds when he threw that smoke, because if I could get behind the smoke just like he did, he's not going to be able to see me either. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. It was a great solo versus duos. I got a lot of duo kills, not just bots, so I thought I wanted to share it with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more PUBG Mobile content. See you next time.